To our instructor, Sir Nell, and to everyone, a pleasant day. I am Maria Montilla expressing my stand against the motion that global free trade has done more harm than good. Every action has a good and a bad side. Yet regarding the idea that global free trade has done more harm than good, I strongly oppose it. Because considering the fact that there is no rich country that doesn't need help, and there is no poor country who can't help. For me, the only way that aids the shortcomings of each country is the implementation of global free trade. But yes, there are some harmful effects of free trade, just like global inequalities, poor working conditions, job loss, and economic imbalance. However, there are also a lot of good effects, just like lower prices for consumers, increased exports, greater choice of goods, less corruption, increased competition, higher employment rates, increased economic resources, better foreign relations, and improved production efficiency. In fact, before a certain agreement is implemented, it is being studied first. And if we say it brings more harm than good, it will not be approved in the first place. So, I believe that global free trade has done more good than harm. Because as what we can see, it is being implemented. And now, let us talk about both the harmful and good effects of global free trade. So, let's start first with the harmful one, which is global inequalities. Yes, it is true. But you know what? Even without global free trade, inequalities is being practiced by our ancestors already. Since during their times, women have lesser rights than men. Next is poor working condition, job loss, and economic imbalance. Well, it actually happens in every country, just like here in the Philippines. Even without global free trade, because our work opportunities is much lesser than the demand of work from our people. So I think without global free trade, a lot of Filipinos will struggle on how to feed their families, and this will cause economic imbalance. While talking about the good effects it brings, there are a lot of it, just like increased competition, so there is a greater choice of goods and lower prices for customers. Next is higher employment rates, because global free trade paves a way for Filipinos to work abroad and have a better salary, then give their family a better quality of life. Increase economic resources due to the import of raw materials like petroleum, thus it improves production efficiency because the greater the supply of raw materials, the more products are made. And then better foreign relations, because free trade lessens the conflict regarding the aim of invasion to have a supply of a certain materials, just like what happened during Spanish invasion back then. And finally, without global free trade, I think it was too hard for our country to stand against the spread of coronavirus, because almost all of our medical equipments and medicines are imported from different countries like China, Singapore, US, Japan, Taiwan, United Union, Australia, and many more. So without the help of global free trade, who knows that maybe we all get infected by the virus? Because our face masks, face shield, gloves, test kits, PPEs, and even vaccines are not made from our country, but rather imported from foreign countries. So, all in all, I strongly oppose the idea that global free trade has done more harm than good. Because although there are some disadvantages it brings, advantages are more than it, especially now that we are facing a pandemic and we depend on the vaccine supplied by the other country to win against this threat. And that would be all. Remember that only through helping each other, we can surpass every challenge that comes along our way. Thank you.